Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And while you're here, again, heads up, thank you on giving this video a thumbs up and for subscribing. I am Holly Burby and I am a relationship coach for the ambitious career woman who fears that she might rock the boat in her partnership and instead wants to feel confident and totally herself in that relationship. Today, I'm going to be talking with you about your owner's manual, and not just the owner's manual that, say, comes in your glove box of your car when you get a new car, for example, not just the owner's manual that comes with your toaster or your air fryer or your Instant Pot. I'm talking about the owner's manual of you, by you, about you. And so I want to dive in with you today on 3 areas that you should know about in that owner's manual if you were to create such a thing. So in the meantime, before I jump into that, remember that you can always join the free conversation with over 4,500 women for free over in my Facebook group, Warrior Goddess Queen Tribe. I look so forward to joining us there, and you can grab a free guided meditation from me to you, as well as exclusive offers, deals, tips on relationships by joining my email list at warriorgoddessqueen.com. And with that, let's talk about the owner's manual. So this concept came to me a couple of years ago where I was thinking about the specificity that is in an owner's manual for a car. So if you want to change the tire, if you want to put on the spare, if you want to check the oil, if you want to know how to read the gauges or set the clock, I don't know, whatever it is, we go to this owner's manual, and with exact specificity, it tells us exactly what to do, what button to push, how to open it, how to pour it, how to measure this or do that. And so it got me thinking as I was working with my clients, I wonder if women have that ability to be that clear with their partner about how we tick in certain areas. And so the top 3 things that came to mind to me today in regards to what should you know about in your owner's manual, first and foremost, well, let's dive into this. First and foremost, I think it's really important that as a person in a relationship, you know how a person should talk to you and approach you when you have a difficult conversation that needs to be had. So it looks like, so what's important in this owner's manual with this topic of how to talk to me about hard stuff is to be very clear on when is it going to happen, what time of day is best. Is it a day that I'm working, a day that I'm off work? Is it in the morning? Is it when the kids aren't home? Is it when right before we're supposed to go to bed? Is it on a date night? Do we have one day a week that we sit down and talk about these things? But having that specificity can really lay the ground floor of how to start those difficult conversations. So get clear on that. What does that look like on your end? So, and of course, communicate that to your partner so that they know to do that. And if you haven't thought about that for yourself ever, I invite you to start by journaling about this. How would you want to have a hard conversation about money? How would you want to have a difficult conversation about raising the kids or co-parenting perhaps with an ex? How do you want to have a difficult conversation about who's working how many hours? How do you want to have a conversation about flirting with people, right? Or socializing too much or too little? So that's topic number 1. I would want you to journal about, for the sake of your owner's manual, right? How to talk to me about difficult things. The second thing that I want you to write about and think about for the content of this owner's manual is how to turn you on. Like, how do I turn myself on? And so, yes, this is a conversation about sex and getting sex started. And you might have some days where you are closed to it. There are days that you are open to it. There are days where you're like, nah, but I can be enrolled into it. I can be convinced. But it's really important to know what gets you going and then being able to communicate that to your partner. This is a great example too of setting up your partner to win, setting up your partner to win so that they know on the weekend day is better to have intimacy time or like sex time, right? A weekend might be better than a weeknight, or morning might be better than the evening, or lunchtime might be better than right before dinner. I don't know, but you have to decide for yourself how to get the ball rolling, and then of course communicate it to your person. Let them know, be straightforward. And you might need some of the information from step number 1, how to have a difficult conversation with me first, because maybe for some of you that's a difficult conversation to have, but the step is to, in the owner's manual of you, by you, and for you, to know what gets you going, and then of course Tell your partner how that happened and what times and days and ways are good and what times and ways and days are not. Okay. And then the third thing that I think is really important to incorporate in that owner's manual ASAP is how much space do you require? How much time do you need alone every single week or every day? And again, what does alone look like? Does alone look like you are by yourself and your partner and the kids are off and doing something different? Does alone mean that the two of you, or does space look like the two of you can be in the same area or the same room, but maybe you're not starting that conversation? Maybe there's just no talking, right? Does alone mean that you want to go on a solo retreat once every 3 months and take a vacation by yourself or with your friends instead of with your partner or with your kids? So how much space do you require? And what does that look like? Does it look like meditation? Does it look like reading a book? Does it look like just sitting in the bathroom so you have 5 minutes of peace and quiet every single day? So whatever it is, knowing how much space and time you require so that you can be centered and grounded, calm down, transition through your day from maybe work mode to family mode to relationship, love, sexy time mode, like whatever it is, knowing what you require in those transitions throughout your day. So those are just three of the topics that I think that you should get started with when it comes to writing and creating the owner's manual of you, by you, about you, and for you. And once you sit down and you journal about, this is how much space and alone time I require. This is how to turn me on and get me going in terms of sex and intimacy. And this is how to talk to me about difficult stuff. Come up with your own topic. So comment here beneath this video. What are some other chapters you'd like to see in the owner's manual? Maybe it's about money. Maybe it's about kids. Maybe it's about fun or vacation or planning or budgeting. What other topics would you want to have in the owner's manual about you? And then consequently, invite your partner to put the same 2 cents in on his side too. All right, so that's what I have for you this week. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for giving this a like and a thumbs up and for subscribing. And until next time, love always in all ways. Bye.